Now, the African Union has suspended Mali's membership in response to last week's military coup and threatened sanctions if a civilian-led government is not restored in the country. Meanwhile, the Pan-African Parliament is set to resume in October following delays of the election of new leadership for a third day in Midrand, Johannesburg. The sitting descended into chaos again yesterday after a robust debate about the proposed leadership rotational election system. Earlier, we spoke to SABC's foreign editor, Sophie Mokoena.
This has actually vindicated the Southern Group and North and some of countries from different regions who are supporting the Southern region caucus, because that's what they also argued, that why do you continue to avail a candidate when you know very well that this candidate is from Mali, and Mali is now experiencing challenges of governance, and you know that ECOWAS on Monday morning issued a statement that they have suspended Mali, and there was no way the AU would have taken a different position, because the AU always take cue from the regional body because they are there, they are on the ground. And therefore it was quite clear, even before the ECOWAS meeting, as soon as the country, there's a removal of a leadership or government in a particular country by coup, automatically if you know the AU, you are a real member of the Pan-African Parliament. You understand the Pan-African Parliament and the AU, because that's what we expect from you. You can't be a member of Pan-African Parliament when you don't understand the rules, the regulations, the Constitutive Act in terms of the African Union, because Pan-African Parliament is the organ of the African Union. You can't, immediately Monday, they were supposed to say, because we have this candidate who is from Mali and there's a coup, let's wait for ECOWAS. And then when you get ECOWAS directive, you immediately do the right thing. You say Mali cannot avail a candidate because ECOWAS has pronounced. Because finally the AU is going to suspend that country. Now it speaks to sometimes lack of quality leadership we have on the continent. They're just fighting for positions, but they are not even clear about what this institution is all about and what it is supposed to do and how to ensure that it is effective. And for them to fight for powers, as they have indicated that they want the AU to give Pan-African Parliament more powers for oversight purposes. How will the AU do this when members of parliament are not even informed in terms of a constitutive act of the AU?
So this suspension by the African Union, was that entailed in that letter from the AU to the clerk of the Pan-African Parliament, VP Harawa?
No. Remember the African Union Peace and Security Council, the committee that deals with issues of peace and security and governance, met yesterday. After that meeting, this decision was taken by the African Union Peace and Security Council. It was communicated this morning. I received an email, the statement of the AU Peace and Security Council announcing that they have suspended Mali, and even giving reasons. For example, under the Article 7 of the Peace and Security Council, they decided to endorse the ECOWAS decision to suspend Mali. Secondly, after the Constitutive Act is clear, AU must reject coup and unconstitutional means of change of government. And secondly, the other important issue, the protocol on peace and security and the AU Charter also indicates that there must be democratically elected government in member countries. Therefore, this is not a democratically elected government in Mali. It is a coup.
So I suppose the question now is, those members who were in such defiance of the rotational system proposal, will they now toe the line now that the AU directive has come through?
They are still waiting for on rotation. This doesn't affect the rotational system. It is about Mali candidates who cannot participate now because the country has been suspended from all AU activities. On the issue of rotation, the second advice was clear that there must be a rotational system. Now, those who are opposed to rotational system are coming back to say they will only accept that if it is a directive or a resolution of heads of state or the assembly. The assembly is supposed to meet somewhere. It will be virtual. I think the AU assembly heads of state in June, mid-term. This issue of Mali is going to be on the table, and I think the leaders on the continent will also discuss Pan-African Parliament.
Now, the Pan-African Parliament is set to resume in October. The sitting is headed into chaos after a robust debate